Hello, and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, I'm glad you found me. And if you visited my channel before, then I'm glad you're back. I think my idea of using jack stands to place my purlins on was okay. I just think I miscalculated on my choice of material and the number of jack stands I need to use. So, I'm on my way to buy some stronger material. I have many steel yards in my area to choose from, but I like coming here. I just tell them what I want. They'll check to see if they have it in stock. If so, they'll write me a ticket. I'll go to the office and pay for it, then come back and they load me up. Now that I have it all loaded up and strapped down, let's head back to the house and get it unloaded.
I do know what I'm doing.
Jiggle it a little bit. Yeah, strong. Like bull. See folks, 67 and still got it.
Yep, gonna have to wear gloves. I hate wearing gloves. But I don't like washing my hands with oily grease. So I got these. Now, if I can get my nephew James to help, we'll unload this. Yeah, someone's gonna have to climb in there. Which one? This one? All right, I'm ready to buff these off. They just got light rust on here. I guess they've been sitting out in the weather for a while. They look like they've been primed, but that somehow or another, rust got on there. So what I did was I moved this last one to the end, and I'll buff it all off. Then I'll jump inside, or move the next one over, jump inside, and just keep working my way that way. So this is, let me show you how it's gonna go. See, that cleans up pretty easy. So, a lot to do, so let me get going. Well, that ain't too hard, but there's a lot of them. And what more boring thing to watch than a guy with a big buffing wheel? So, catch back later when I got them all done. My next step is I have to weld plates like this onto my beam. Like, so pretend this is one of my 12-inch cross beams at the angle that is coming down from my lean-to. So what I need to do is weld one of these on so that when my purlin gets attached, then I'll just weld this to my purlin, and then that will hold all my purlins in place. I need to get them as accurate as I can because that's the way I like to do things. So it needs to be perpendicular, I think that's the right word, to this beam. So what I want to do is make a jig out of some scrap plywood. So this jig will be at a 90-degree angle. And then while it's sitting on the beam, then that'll put this at the correct angle. And I'll make it in such a way that it stays square to the beam. Oh, you'll see when I get it done. Just watch. All right, I got all my pieces cut. My first order of business is this plate will sit here. Now, if I'm going to do this, I might as well position this plate on here so I don't have to worry about measuring where this plate sits, this way or this way. So what I'm going to do is put a runner on each side, and then this plate will just sit in there with a little bit of slop, and that'll be close enough. So let me get ready, drill some holes, and attach these two runners to this plate. Should have drilled into there. Screws are a little long, but I'll grind those off. Next step is to put this piece on here. So I'm just going to hold it while I put in a countersink. And a screw. I don't think glue's necessary. It's only going to be a one-day jig, or maybe a one-week jig if I get lazy.
Yeah, I'd like to see all 42 plates.
All right, that was easy. It's probably strong enough the way it is, but I'm going to put in a support. Just because I'm probably going to drop it. I think what I'm going to do is set this on my table. I wish I hadn't have already put that.
Yeah. You can still clamp the end, right?
Looks like it's coming off. We'll put it back on later. All right, to put this, to put these two runners in the correct spot, I'm just going to set my beam on my plate there, and then get the correct measurements I need and screw them in. All right, I think I got it sitting where I want. So I'm going to use playing cards as little shims, just to give it a little, so it's not too tight. And then this side will get no shims. And then while I'm using it out there, if I feel like it's too tight, I can readjust later. Going to stop a little short. Don't want to go all the way through, and then I'll bet that went too far. Wrong one. Looking good. Now, put this back on, or put this on. How can I go so I can see what it's... And there you got it. That's all there is to it. Just set it on, move it to the right position, put the plate in. I got these because that's fast and easy instead of messing with, I don't know, this is probably just as good. But either way, weld it.
Get too close. What did I hit here? Oh, I ran over a screw.
Whoa, right there.
There. How's that?
That's good. What I did was I put a mock-up purlin here and here, and then put this on it. Come around and take a look, since I've already seen it.
Okay, it's only up underneath a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, the wall panels do get a little higher right there.
Yeah.
And they're higher. And you picked the lowest spot, it looks like.
Yeah, well, I just picked this purling because this is where the scaffolds were.
Sure.
Doesn't have to go very deep. I mean, see, we still got 3/4 of an inch till it does run into
Yeah, this area here.
to there. So I say that's as far as we need to go, just from looking at it again. From when I got up over here and looked under it, it looks a lot different than when I looked at it yesterday.
Yeah, and there isn't very much room here, is there? I mean, it's
No,
close
yeah.
to being up underneath there.
And I got some foam for that.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. That's one thing I would worry about. No matter how close you get it, if the rain is blown by the wind and goes up underneath there and spills over, it's going to spill off inside your building.
Oh, that's true. But I have foam that will go between here and that piece.
Okay. Okay, how much of an overlap do we have? What is it, about 3/4
Yeah,
of an
about
inch?
3/4,
Yeah. How wide is the foam?
1/2 inch.
Oh, okay. So it's got plenty to overlap.
Yeah.
Stick.
We gotta find.
After all that, me and my buddy Lowell came to the conclusion about 3/4 of an inch overlap is what we would go with. That way we could measure where the last purlin needs to sit on the far end of the 30-foot piece of
However
tin.
you come up with. All right, we're running. Enable the torch. Start. All the way through. Reset, go to work 0, come down 7, generate, enable the torch, start.
I got all kinds of ways I could cut my plates out, but I figured the plasma table's as good as any.
Now that I got all my plates cut, I got to start putting them on my beam. So I got it marked out, so it'll go right here. So I have to grind all this paint off so I can weld this on, and then my purlin's on. So I got 42 of them to go, so I better get grinding. So thanks for watching.